Hello friends! Today we're going to talk more about drawing and the magic of drawing and using Autopunch to create a design. So I'm going to go to Create and I'm going to click on the Draw package and I'll choose Create a new bitmap. It really doesn't matter the size, so I'll just go with the default size. But we've been talking about shapes. And Annette came up with a cute little sailboat, and so I was trying to envision how I would draw a sailboat. So I'm going to show you that today. And I'm going to just go over and click on a rectangle, and I'll just draw a simple rectangle here. And honestly, it doesn't matter that much because I'm going to edit this shape in Autopunch. So I put my rectangle there. That's going to be the boat. Now I'm going to draw another little skinny rectangle. That will be the mast for the sail. And that goes there. Okay, and then I'm going to draw just a polygon. Let's see. Is that the polygon? Yeah, hard for me to see here. Okay, and so I'm just going to draw sort of a rudimentary triangle. I should have clicked on black. There we go. And again, it doesn't really matter if it's perfect or not because I'm going to edit it. All right, so I'm going to click out of there and I'm going to close that, save changes, and let's call it boat. Okay, so it's going to pop up now in Autopunch. And there we go. So I have basically a line for the mast and a triangle for the sail and a rectangle for the bottom of the boat. All right. I'll click next. Let's see. It's going to be under 4 inches. All right. And I'll just click through this. See what we come up with. I want it all to be fill, of course. And this outline is going to come up as a column. Okay, and finish. And let's see what we've got here. All right, so let's make it a little bigger. And the first thing I'm going to do, see, I've got a place where that little line was, but it didn't show up. That's okay, I can still work with what I've got. So I'm going to take my the bottom of my boat and I'm going to click on my editing tool. And I'm just going to envision this as the bottom of a boat. All right, let's pull this little line up here if we can. I'm using my control key to try to get my, I need to delete that point. There we go. Get my lines to cooperate here. Now I want the bottom of the boat to be round, so I'm going to click on the control key again, which is going to make these other lines round. And when I click on my Stitch It button, all of that's going to fill in. Alright, so I want to round out the back side of the boat a little bit as well. There we go. And I'll click off of Edit, and I can make this just a tiny bit smaller. It's a little bigger than what I want it to be. All right, click on it again and we'll slide it back up. And there's the bottom of my boat. All right, now I need to do a little bit of editing on this part. In fact, let's see, I just took that off. Let's save that. All right, let's change the color of the sail, and I think I'll make it yellow. Alright, and I want to turn it just a little bit because it actually needs to be lined up there. Okay, and then I need to sort of straighten out the bottom edge here a little bit. Okay, and Stitch It will fill that in. Alright, click off of that. Now I'm going to make another one. I'm just going to copy that and paste it over here on the other side. Then I'm going to flip it horizontally, and I'm going to shrink it a little bit because the second sail should be a little smaller than the first one. All right, there we go. We'll slide it up towards the mast, and we'll make this one yellow, or no, we'll make this one red. All right. There we go. Slide it down just a little bit. It looks like that bottom line is a little kinked. Let's see if I can straighten that out. There we go. All right. Now the only thing I have left is I'm going to need a mast. And I started with a rectangle here, so let's just copy that. Copy the boat. All right. Slide it over here. Shrink it a little bit. Turn it around a little bit. All right. I'm going to color it a different color. I want it to be brown. So let's see. It's not the best brown, but it's a better brown. Okay, so we've got a brown mast. And let's put it over here. A little big. And it doesn't really need a point at the top. We can fix that. Let's slide this up a little bit. Slide this down a little bit. There we go. Make it a little thinner. Okay. There's our mast. Now I'm going to view it a little bigger so I can straighten him out here a little bit. Let's go into my editing tools and let's just kind of see if we can straighten this up. Click stitch it. Okay. Let's see if we can straighten up the bottom a little bit. Stitch it. All right. So there is our mast. Now we need let's make it just a little taller. We need a flag to go right here at the top. So let's take this sail and we'll copy it, paste it. I'm going to shrink that sail down a little bit. Let's go back to a smaller screen so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, I'm going to shrink it down. Shrink it down. I'll put it right there at the top of the mast. All right, and I'm going to color that. Let's color it blue. All right, are you ready to see my sailboat? There it is. Ta-da!